Right.
Now, my snow angels make a lot of noise now, so you may have to like put music over it or something.
And we'll see here. Hi, and tell me your name.
Doreena Ranieri.
I didn't. This is an unusual room here. What is going on?
Christmas Village. My annual Christmas Village. Every year it grows. We empty the room, take all the furniture out, and set up tables just for my village.
This is unbelievable.
Have everything from a sports stadium, parking lot with parking meters, movie theater, subway.
Let's see. Okay, you got
Movie theater.
Okay, I see a movie theater.
And a subway.
Subway.
Then we've got our town center here.
So you have a Walmart and...
Walmart, Home Depot, Joann's, and Publix. In addition to dentists, photographers, bicycle shops, barber shops.
Let me get it all and see.
Saddlery shops, hat shops, toy palaces, bakeries.
Now,
pretty much everything.
Where did you get all this?
Oh, number of places, and every year, as I said, it grows, so we add more to it every year. They range in places from gifts from people to department stores, craft shows, craft stores, supermarkets, drugstores. I find them all over the place. I have a friend from school who sends me these every year. Lives in Hammer and sends me these every year.
Oh, there's Santa coming in here, huh?
Santa flying, we've got a bowling alley in the back. There's our little playground area. And self-serve ice cream. Popcorn maker. Church, some carolers.
Oh, and a gumdrop tree there.
In my little playground area, we've got some gumdrop trees for the children. And then we've got our police department, fire department, and post office. And all our men in blue.
Bet this takes some time to set up, huh?
About 2 weeks. About 2 weeks.
That is something.
Once we clear out the room and I get all the tables moved in, it takes about 2 weeks.
Now, the snow stuff.
The blanket snow I keep from year to year. But what I do is I fold it all up and I shake off all the loose stuff and throw that out and purchase new every year. After the village is completely set up, first thing I have to do is this styrofoam underneath here. I set up all my styrofoam the way I want it. Then I block it with my houses. Then I wire all my houses underneath and make sure everything's functioning. Then I put in all my trees and all my little accessories, my people and cars and whatnot. When it's completely done, I stand with bags of snow and I just throw it. So that it looks like it's actually falling from the sky. A little more natural. Lands on everything. It also hides a multitude of sins. If I have things I need to hide, I'll hide it behind the snow. Under bushes, behind mats.
How did you get started doing something like this?
I started with a little tiny string of houses, which are under my candy tree outside. They're tiny, all on one string. And then as it grew, family and friends have bought me other pieces, and they were larger. So I used to put that set in the distance on a hill. This year I put it out in the other room, but it'll always go out because it's what started my collection.
And how long ago was that you started doing it?
Probably 23 years ago.
And this is the sum of, but you said some of the things you originally started with that aren't even in here right now, huh?
Not the very first piece, but a lot of these pieces, this piece, that piece. These 3 pieces in the front here are some of the original ones. This church is an original. This square and the tea room are originals. They're the oldest pieces I have. This mansion up here is one of my oldest pieces.
That's something here. Now, you don't just where do you get stuff like this? You have to order it in the mail, or is there?
No, I've never ordered anything on the internet or through the mail for my village. I pick them up anywhere I can find them, and I'm always looking. And each year, at the beginning of the year, there's usually a bigger selection. And then at the end of the year, I purchase for the following year. I have two buildings here that haven't even been put out yet. That will be out next year because I just got them. I had a phone company and a daycare. And some street lights. So they'll be out next year.
Now, you know other people that do.
I've seen other villages. I've never seen. There was a woman in our neighborhood that had one last year. She had a whole building set up with it, but she wasn't so engrossed with details. She had houses lined up. It wasn't as natural or realistic looking, in my opinion. That's my boat.
Oh, that's your boat.
My restaurant.
Oh, there's stuff going around
There
inside
are
of
people
it.
dancing inside.
I see that. Yes, I saw.
Yeah.
See.
There are people dancing.
Oh, let me get focused here. That is something here. What
We
is?
also have a Bass Pro Shop.
Bet Jim likes that. Huh?
Yeah, he brought that home for me.
What would you say is the coolest thing in your display? I mean, the one that's you just think is the neatest.
My favorite is this little house here. And it doesn't really do anything. I just really like it. It's just my favorite. I don't know why. I have a little greenhouse in the back with a deer peeking through the window. It's nothing special, but I like it. This Chinese restaurant we purchased in honor of Jimmy's sister who passed away 6 years ago. Because Chinese food was her favorite. Because we love Chinese food. And it has a little koi in the pond on the side.
And you had a koi for a while. Yep,
Yeah. Until the heron decided to eat them. So now our closest other koi in the little village.
What would you say is the most rewarding of a hobby like this? If somebody was thinking about doing it here, what would draw them to do something like that?
What fascinates me is the detail. It's amazing the detail that they get in these buildings. For instance, if you look in the Taste of Italy and the pizza parlor, if you look through the window, you can see pizza boxes stacked up there. I mean, deep inside. And the Christmas shop has a tree and presents, and the detail just fascinates me. It's amazing to me, the things that they'll get in these itty-bitty little buildings.
Where are these things made at generally?
There are several different manufacturers here. These aren't all one brand. The majority of them are Limax products, but there are other brands here also, so they're from all over the place. For instance, the Publix building is a Coca-Cola building. It's a Coca-Cola product.
Huh? Oh, I see. Yeah, the Coca-Cola signs here.
Yeah. The Walmart is naturally a Walmart product. A lot of them are Limax products.
Somebody at the. Was there ever been one of these that you saw maybe in a magazine and you like tried real hard to find that was like hard to obtain or rare? Or?
Well, they only produce them for a certain amount of years and then they take them off the market and they make new ones. So some of my pieces are, the boxes you can look at are dated from the 90s. So each year there are new additions. Now one year there was a taco stand, the year I bought my soft serve ice cream, and I didn't purchase it. Now I'm kind of sorry I didn't because I can't find it.
So since these aren't made anymore, then these are kind of rare, would you say?
Some of them are. Some of them are.
You ever see them collectors online asking for something?
Yes, and you can go onto like Craigslist and whatnot, and you can Google individual buildings and find people that have them.
Have you any prices of ones that you have that would just really shock somebody? Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter to me if it's worth a nickel or $5,000. I like it.
Yeah. You say this is
it's my favorite, and that's it. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what it's worth. Like I said, that one's my favorite, and it's probably a $30 or $40 house, but I like it. So to me, it's
priceless.
the best one. Yeah, exactly. Now my ballroom also has dancers in it.
Where's that at?
In the corner there.
Let's see if I can see.
And actually, I keep the sound down on it because
Yeah,
there's
so you
several
turn-
things in here that makes noise. But the sound on that, if you turn it up, you'll hear music, and you can hear them laughing.
Oh, really? Can you,
Yeah.
you want to do that?
Let me see if I can locate the switch because I hide it.
Something wrong back here. Oh, yes, you can hear them laughing.
Laughing and talking in the background.
Well, that really is something. Thanks so much. These guys like it too.
I don't know if they're crazy about it. They're not allowed in the room.
Oh, they're not out.
No, it's just too much for them to get into.
Yeah, so I see you got a lot of plugs here.
Oh, just don't even look at all the wiring. That's a 2-day chore in itself, just wiring all the houses and getting everything. And it takes 2 people because somebody has to stand at the top and hook it, and then somebody pushes the wire up from underneath. So it's a 2-person job.
A labor of love, though, huh?
I think so.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this except in a museum.
My youngest son usually does the wiring with me, and he wasn't here this year, so I was on my back under the tables, and my husband was, because I can't reach the corners.
Yeah.
It's deep. But we all have our favorites.
Is he snoring?
Yeah, he's snoring. He has bronchitis. He's snoring. Kino.
All right.
This year, my middle son bought me several of Christmas Story. For instance, there's Santa with his head on the kid's head. His foot on the kid's head. Here's the children licking the flagpole and getting their tongue stuck. And behind you is the Fragile. They're opening the lamp.
Well, that's fascinating. I appreciate it here.
Oh, glad to have you.
Right.